what's going on, YouTubers? Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I clean the black Mamba. Now, probably maybe every 4 months, I may do an actual like foam cannon where I'll spray it with foam and go through and really give it a wash that way. But for me, because this is not a daily driver for me, I only really drive it when I go play golf during the week or on the Sundays when me and my wife, or if I'm just going to go out and do some cruising, or if I'm going somewhere with our vet club. So it's not something that gets really dirty. It's usually in here. If you've seen some of my past videos, usually I have it covered to try to keep the dust and things like that off of it. But what I do is, again, probably maybe once a month, I'll do a deep clean on the actual rims. Now, I do not have the original OEM brake pads, which were the Brimbos. I did make a video that went in there and changed those out just to try to eliminate or reduce some of the brake dust because it was just horrible. So now I don't really have to clean these quite as much or as often, but I will at least once a month. I'll take it outside. I'll put some wheel cleaner. And this, I'm going to show you guys what I actually use. And these are all Greedo's products except for the car shampoo that I use. But I use the rubber cleaner, and of course I'll spray that on the wheels and kind of scrub them down. And then I'll also use the wheel cleaner by Greedo's as well. And then when I'm totally finished, now there's lots of different detail sprays. I've used the Chemical Guys V07, which I thought was a pretty good product. And then I actually tried the Adams detail spray. But the one that I really, really like is the Greedo's Speed Shine. And I use this on my wife's Tahoe as well. On my car, of course, both my vehicles have an exterior coating on it. Mine has the 9H, Ceramic Pro 9H. My wife has a quartz finish on hers, or protected on it. And with this, there's not, it's always, it's just amazing how smooth this car is. And I've had it for like 8 months. And yeah, it's not a daily driver, but it's, something that, I do get out there and run around on. But it stays really, really clean. And so basically what I'm looking to do is just basically clean a lot of the dust and fingerprints off of the car whenever I do that. But again, I use this, and I use 2 different microfiber towels. And they're both, this is more of a buffing waffle microfiber. And I'll have a description of these in the link below, or a link in the description below, I guess I should say. But I'll use this to wipe it when I spray it on, and then I'll use the more plush one to buff it when I'm finished to kind of give it that shine. And I'll go over the whole car with this. And again, I'm not taking off a bunch of grime or dirt or stuff like that. So this is, to me, it's a kind of a washless or a waterless kind of clean. So I don't have to get out the power washer and soak it down and then worry about, getting all the water off of it because of some, water spots, things like that you get on a car, especially a black car. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull this out. I am going to, I'm not really going to, I think, film washing the rims just because it's kind of boring anyway. It's kind of the least part. But I'll come back, and once I actually get this set up, there's my garage door again wanting to close over there. Seems to want to do that every single time that I'm shooting a video. I actually have timers on my garage doors because I have a couple of sons that like to get on their bikes and take off and forget to shut the door sometimes. So I'm going to do that now, and hope you guys enjoy this video. that sound never gets old, listening to her start up. And of course, getting out of my garage here, I've got my forward cameras on, show me exactly where I'm at. There's a couple of turns I have to do to get it out. But once I get her out, again, I've been doing it for a long time, so I know the first time people may see me do that on camera, they're like, dude, that's like cutting it really close. I always start over here in this far corner and just work my way around the car. So all I'm doing is just missing it on. I'm not worried about the windows or anything like that, because I'm going to come back and hit that later anyway. So I put it on and I just wipe it. What I usually do is I'll do like the panel and then I'll do the door. And then kind of stop right there and then go back and buffet everything out. Well, hope everybody's ready for the weekend. The weekend, it's Thursday. It's Thursday when I'm actually doing this. And I'll probably try to get it uploaded tomorrow. Would like to say welcome to all the new subscribers. I think we're about to push 600. And I remember, golly, it wasn't a month ago or maybe a month and a half ago, I was making a video and I was just pumped that we were at 300. And I know some of my videos are gonna be kind of corny. I mean, they just are. I don't know how much this GoPro is getting all of this. It should be getting most of me anyway. But I would probably say 95% of the people who have subscribed or watched my videos or anything like that have always just, they've given great feedback. And there's some things I'm still learning about making YouTube videos. It's kind of odd when you kind of bring just a bunch of people into your world that you don't know, but then over time, you get to know some of the people that continually watch your videos, and you just have the opportunity to show off. I get a chance to just show off my beautiful car, and if you want to check in and see what weird thing I'm doing with it, or that's really what this channel is about. I don't have mad editing skills like some other people do. I try to be funny. My last video, I could tell some people didn't like the fact that I talked about voting, which is okay. I understand. Some people also, I'm sure maybe weren't a big fan of the sirens for the cop cars. But I just, I was looking to make something a little bit different than what I have been making. This microfiber towel right here, this plush one is just, the thing is so soft. And one thing I've learned about these is the more you wash them, the softer they get. Now, of course, when you're washing it, I'm sure most of you guys already know, just don't use fabric softener. It just kind of kills these things. But it stays nice and soft. You know, if you're new to the channel, maybe this is the first time you've seen my channel. Again, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Chuck, and about 10 months ago, well, I guess 8 months ago, I purchased this 2016 Z06, and just had a wonderful time with it. It's been a very good car. I just crossed the 5,000 mile marker for the car. So I think that's, you know, to kind of give it a little bit of a review of a 5,000, you know, mile review. I can't say really anything negative about the car. You know, there's been some people that have said that their Z06 overheats if they're on the track or if they're out pushing a lot. And, you know, not real big into taking mine out on the track yet, but I mean, I have pushed it. I mean, I've been out with the vet club, and we've, you know, been in some areas where we were taking a lot of curves, going pretty fast, and, you know, even some trips back from Mexico, we were, let's just say, above 150 for a substantial amount of time. And not once did I have any errors or anything, any issues with, you know, the car overheating. Typically, temperature-wise, if I'm out playing on it and really getting after it, it usually stays right around the 200 mark. It really doesn't go much higher than that, maybe like 205 as far as temperature. So usually when I do the hood, I'll usually pop it and raise it up. That way I don't have to bend over the car or stretch over it, and just kind of able to do it all from. Get it. You know, I probably would, you know, if you have, there's some people that have done clear bras, or maybe they've done the Expel, which I'm kind of a big fan of the Expel product. You know, I kind of wish I would have known about it before I did the Ceramic Pro. But I've also learned that there are some vets. There was a guy in my vet club that he actually did the Ceramic Pro, and then he did the Expel over that. And I thought, well, you know, is there going to be a problem with that stuff wanting to stick on something that's like glass? And it looks really good. It does, you can tell it's a better product and than just kind of a clear bra that some people may put on the front. And clear bras, you know, they'll do their job, what they need to do, but I mean, I don't know. I'm a big fan on trying to produce something or put something on the car that's pretty maintenance free, that's going to look good for a period of time. And you know, clear bras, that's just whatever you're wanting to put on your car. You know, the thing is, those things aren't really taken away from the car, except for, like in my case, you know, mine always it just looks like it's off the showroom floor. It's nice and glossy, and you know, and I don't know how much of this you guys will be able to even see in this, but you know, that's like if I point this camera, you know, kind of, you know, seeing that camera there. You know, this is probably about 5 feet away from the car, and you know, you can see the tripod and see the GoPro pretty good. It's just a really great product. Would recommend that. You know, if you can't do the Expel, because the Expel, if you do an entire car on a Corvette, I actually priced it run about $5,000, and you know, you can do, you know, just the quarter panels, or you can do just certain areas if that's what you want to do. But I think if I was gonna do something like that, I'd probably want to do the whole thing. And here's an engine that's got 5,000 on it, and you can tell I try to keep it clean as much as I possibly can. You know, being a part of a vet club, I have the opportunity to constantly, see different Corvettes. Matter of fact, this week, the Corvette Club, now Saturday, I actually have to work until noon, but they have a car show that's going to be benefiting the Little Lighthouse, which is a charity organization here in the Tulsa area that takes care of children. And our Corvette Club is the chief sponsor of this car show. And I'm going to get out there and donate some money. I probably won't, I may take the car out there, but of course I'm not going to be able to register it or anything like that because it's going to be too late. But I'm definitely going to get some video of that, and I'll probably put that up Sunday. Because, there's some really sweet vets in my vet club. Plus, I think they're going to be having some other cars there as well. Jeeps and some of the antique-ish type cars, things like that. So I want to get some footage of that. I like going and looking at cars and videotaping it and putting it out there for you guys to see. That's another thing I really like about YouTube is it allows me to go with people to places that I'm never going to be able to go to or experience something. And it's cool that people take the time, because before I started doing YouTube, YouTube videos, I didn't realize how much time went into making a video and then, actually editing it and getting it out there and, kind of putting your work out there for the world to see and make fun of and, maybe encourage a few people. And, one thing about YouTube, if you don't like something, just, click on something else to watch. But, again, I appreciate everybody that stops by my channel. I read every comment. I think I reply to every comment. At least I definitely try to. And because if people take the time to watch my video and comment on it, good or bad. Now, if you're some dude that's like living in his mom's basement and, that's all you do is kind of troll certain places and, you want to make stupid comments, and, there's some people that will leave that on there. I don't leave it on there. I delete you. I delete your message. I mute you. I kind of take it all off. So, I want my channel to be a place that if someone let their kids, stop by and watch, hey, check out this guy's car, they're not going to hear a bunch of profanity. They're not going to hear, me being really crazy on here. And I'm like any other guy, you say things every now and then you probably shouldn't, but that is just perfect, man. Black. There's a lot of people that, when I went to get a black car, my wife was like, "Are you sure you want to get black?" And, one thing about black, it's either the best looking car or it's the worst looking car if it's not well taken care of. I know when we're out cruising around with the vets and, people see us come by, they're all, when you're, and I don't know if all my vet friends do this, but, I'm constantly, watching people's reaction. I think that's the greatest thing, because again, usually I have the windows up. People can't see me anyway, but to see people's reaction to this car and how, they may see 6, 7, 8 vets go by and they're just kind of like, but when the black mama comes by, they're just staring her down. And I think that's the reason why I went with black. It is probably the hardest car to take care of. I almost went with the Arctic White with the Z07 package on it, but the more and more I just looked at this car, and when I took it on a test drive, it looked so beautiful. So I said, it's going to be more work to maintain, but I'm not going to drive it all the time. When I do drive it, I want it to be something that just looks really cool. You know, I like these Phase 2 winglets here. You know, I really wasn't a fan of the Phase 3 piece, just because to me, I mean, it does look pretty cool, but man, it's just got so much drag on it. You know, if you did end up racing somebody out on the street, or, you know, do a pull or something with it. I mean, yeah, it helps with the back end, helps keep the car down, but, you know, I don't like driving around with it on there. You know, they're great for car shows, things like that. Whenever you're out doing shows, it's good to put them on there, because it does look pretty cool. So if you are this is what I want to try to gauge. I want to try to gauge, yes, I've almost got 500 subscribers. And yes, each one of my videos, usually within about 4 days, will have about 1,000 views. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on the type of video that I did. But what I did find out this week is when people watch your videos, and if they like the video, there's something in the algorithm, or whatever they call it, the algorithm, that YouTube looks at and says, hey, this video is getting a lot of likes. So we want to really, you know, we want to push this video. And so that's why all these guys that make these YouTube videos are always saying, you know, be sure to subscribe and like the video. And so, you know, I want to just, you know, if you do watch my videos on a regular basis, if you wouldn't mind this week, and I know some of you do it every time anyway, because I think it's pretty cool. I mean, some of my videos will get, you know, to me, if 1,000 people looked at it and 20 people hit the like button, to me, that's cool with me. I'm not really big into that. But again, if you follow me on a regular basis, I'd just like to see how many people would hit like, you know, just so I can kind of see how many people are maybe watching this on a regular basis versus just kind of maybe they've subscribed and they've forgotten to unsubscribe, or just maybe really don't watch that often. But I think it'd be cool to get 50 likes on a video. And I think I've got at least 50 people that probably watch this pretty regularly. And, you know, again, at any time you got a suggestion, I'm always all ears for suggestions, guys, that are within reason. I've had some that are pretty drastic. But, you know, the rims look really good. If I can pick this up. So there's kind of the rims. And feel free, anytime you're watching one of my videos and you've got a question about something, or, you know, about a month and a half ago, I'm sure if you've been around on the channel, I tore up my splitter and I did give it to someone. You know, I'm one of those people, I don't really keep a whole lot of stuff. If it's broke, just get rid of it and get another one. But, you know, I'm not just going to give you stuff off my walls or anything like that. But, you know, if I think what I'll start doing is if there's something that I have on the car, maybe I'm going to replace something, I'll ask if there's anybody on here that wants it before I just give it to somebody. You know, depending on what that may be, you know, we can always work up something that you can send something to me and I can ship it to you, or, because I'm one of those people, I don't sell anything really. I really don't. You know, I've always been, you know, I've been blessed in my life to be able to just, you know, I like to give. And, you know, anytime I have something, I'm, you know, not asking people for it, whether it's family members or, you know, people in my community here. I'll just give it away. Guys, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel today. And if this is your first time, I'd be honored if you subscribe to the channel. You know, I'm kind of a goofy guy. I'm just, you know, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I have, you know, to me, one of the, just a dream car for me. And I just always look forward to sharing her with you, making these videos. But, you know, I'm just a normal guy. And, you know, I'm not looking to do YouTube to make money. I'm not doing YouTube for any other reason than just sharing her with you guys. So, you know, I would be honored if you subscribe to the channel. You know, like the video if you wouldn't mind. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Have a great weekend.